Ooga booga. Hey everybody, how are you all tonight? Howdy howdy, welcome, welcome. Come on in. The water's way down there. But the water's fine too. Okay. Well, back in hardcore. We shall hard the cores and slab the shit out of this column. Oh boy. Man, I had a nasty scare. Well, not a scare as much as it was a false alarm, and it was annoying. So there was an exploit with Future. Except it wasn't in Minecraft, it was in the Future IRC type channel thing. If you use Future, you're aware of how you can use the @ key and then type a message, and it'll send it. So somebody was using that to spoof server messages saying the server was about to update. And so, like, everybody thought that it was legit. And unfortunately, it caught a lot of us unawares. It sucked because I stayed up to like 5 a.m. waiting in queue thinking that this was legit when it wasn't. And, like, I don't know, everybody kind of got carried away with it. Hey M11, hey Hunter Matthias, hey Will Kenner, hey Poncho Hamster, hey Super Duper, hey eBay, welcome. Yeah, so that happened last night and it just destroyed my sleep schedule. I felt tired all day long as a result. Stupid. Last time I get swept up, you were just thinking about me, Super Duper, well thank you. Last time I get swept up in something stupid like that. Hey Mike. Did you hear about the kerfuffle that happened? Hey Disney Piplup. That happened yesterday, early this morning. There was a scare / panic. It was a fake, is what it was. An absolute fucking fake out. It was terrible. We were misled by some ne'er-do-well on Future in the Future IRC channel. They spoofed a server update message. And it looked legitimate enough that a lot of people were convinced. Oh well. Got braces yesterday, you could barely go to sleep. Oh man, yeah, those first few hours with braces are tough. Your teeth get put under all that pressure and then they start moving and it hurts. Yeah, I think there are several nights when I had braces years and years ago where I had to just chew Tylenol to get through the night. I really do be slapping the shit out of this pylon though, yes I do. I've only gotten maybe a third of it done. I mean, I guess that's 1/3. Maybe 1/4 is more accurate a statement. Either way. Yeah, it sucked. We all got caught. Taken for a ride. Fooled. Duped. Lied to. Ugh, it was awful. That's the last time I buy into the hype of a server update. Heard about it, but you kind of don't know what it was. So apparently in Future, if you're using the client Future, what you can do is you use the @ key and then you do a message. Okay? And you can send your message through the Future IRC network. And no matter what server you're on, you can chat to other people who are using Future. Really cool feature. Really fun. And people with Future Beta are able to use 1.19. And it's really good stuff. So somebody, and we don't know who, we don't know how, but somebody used the Future Beta. We think it was Future Beta, we don't know. They used Future's IRC system to spoof, and they made it look official. They made it look like this. Server will... They capitalized it and everything. Update to 1.19.2. Server updating, shutting down to update or some shit. And 2B2T legitimately shut down, probably just for a standard restart, not to actually update. And it fooled us. Like, we were all chomping at the bit, thinking, oh my god, 2B2T's finally gonna update. Didn't happen. 'Twas a lie. And a bunch of people... Well, I know what they did. I know how they did it. I don't want to, like, name people because they'll feel extra bad, but it got really, really, really out of hand, and, like, at least 30 or so people got trolled by this. And, well, it was only ever a troll. So, yeah, that's what happened. It cut into my sleeping, is what happened. Because, like, this happened at 4 a.m. And then I spent 2 hours in queue thinking it was legit. And it just never happened. And I was like, ah, yes, of course, we've been taken for a ride. We've been bullshitted. Hey, Quasi-Stellar, I'm alright. Things have been alright. I didn't get hardly anything done today because I've just been sort of absent-minded. I don't know. I've got most, I don't know, maybe half, actually. I don't want to say most. But about half of the Midnight Council video reasonably finished. Midnight Council was fun. I hope it turns into an interesting video. You guys will, you'll enjoy it. Those of you that like to actually watch videos. Midnight Council was a trip, if nothing else. Even if we don't end up, you know, updating or anything like that. I was legitimately facing, I don't want to say an existential crisis, but like a crossroads. Because I was asked, you know, well, since 2B2T is updating, because we were being fooled, you know, are you going to return to 2B2T, Jack? And I was like, oh God, should I? Can I? Is this the right thing to do? I'm already so entrenched on Constantium at this point. Alpha and I have poured about a month of effort into doing this, like setting up stuff, setting up servers, bots, planning, all of this. We've sunk about a month from the temp map on Constantium all the way till now. We've sunk about a month's efforts. I don't know that it's a good idea to just pull out, you know? That feels cheap. But we could. We totally could. So I don't know. Yeah, if 2B2T updated, that would be simultaneously joyous and horrible at the same time. Because everybody under the sun would flock back to it. And then I don't know. I genuinely do not know. Might start an IRC server super? Ah, well, you know, they're fun. Can't bite hot dogs? That's how sore your teeth are? Jesus, dude. I feel so bad for you, Matthias. Yeah, Advil and Tylenol are your best friends. I would suggest taking about 100, or about 500 to 1,000 milligrams of both. It's excessive, but you're probably looking at about that much. Don't go over that much, though. Unfortunately, for this kind of tooth pain, it takes a good week to a week and a half to really get it to go away. Because when your braces, when they're first pulling on your teeth, they're very sore. Oh man, I hate braces. Braces of any kind are just like, ugh. So glad to be past that stage. Not even Vienna sausage. God damn, dude. Hey, George XBL. How are you? Is this on Constantium? No, this is my single player world. 1.19.3. Hardcore. But yeah, I'm enjoying the hardcore life. Just doing a little here, a little there. You know, nothing too... You love the pain? What the fuck is wrong with you, Bunny? Holy shit, why? I don't get that. You like tooth pain. What? That's insanity, dude. I've always had very good teeth. Ah, okay. Which Space Valkyrie inspired character should you start with? I don't know. The third character. How the hell am I supposed to know what that is, Copperator? I don't know what characters you're referring to. Oh, you're joking, Bunny. I see. Well, in that case, you dirty, rotten liar, you. Okay. We're almost done with this. In another hour, I think we'll be all the way up to the top. I think. You're not going back after that one. Tooth pain is likely one of the worst pains to experience, yeah. It depends on, like, what kind of tooth pain. Like, with braces, the tooth pain is in the roots of your teeth because everything is being shifted and moved. So, like, it's just so troublesome. Because, like, it's down almost in the bone in your jaw. And there's really no getting around that. You had the biting mats and you forgot them. And you closed your jaw with full power and you instantly regretted it. Oh my god, dude. Yowza. Yeah, because see, your teeth are super sensitive right now. So, just the force of ordinary jaw clenching is enough to damage and hurt. I think braces are, like, low-key, very, very barbaric. Like, I get it, you know, this is the design, this is the style that has been forced upon us, you know, this works, but, like, at what cost, you know? I feel like braces are just such a crappy modern, you know, leftover thing from, like, several years ago that they're just not, I don't know. Maybe braces are better than a few years ago, but I just feel like this is not something we should be doing. Straightening your teeth can be done in a better manner. Have a head in your eye that you can't get out. You have to live with being blinded for several hours, days. Oh my god. What have you done, MK Incendio? Yeah, I've had that happen to me. And that's how you know it's working? Yeah, well, that doesn't mean, like, it needs to be that way. That's just nuts. And as for getting your eye, getting a hair in your eye or something, you should get some Visine or some eye drops of that nature and try to flush your eyes. Something that is, like, neutral to your eye, that won't hurt. It might carry away. And then the other thing is that the thing in your eye might have, like, scratched it a little. Ooh. I've gotten very good at picking out whenever an eyelash or a hair gets in my eye. I've gotten very good at picking it out safely. I've had to anyway. Just pull your teeth out and replace them with goat's 2 teeth. Oh, with just 2 teeth. I see. I'm so sorry, Hunter. There's not much you can do about that pain right now. It's just sort of take Tylenol and ibuprofen and hope for the best. Because the pain you're feeling is an inflammation-type pain. Inflammation is the worst kind of pain. Short of, like, direct nerve damage, but most people don't encounter direct nerve damage. That comes from, like, severe, you know, like lacerations or, you know, having an arm get cut off or, you know, something like that. Like really, really, really deep cuts. Those are the type, that's even worse, but that doesn't happen commonly. Burns are really bad too. I've recently had a burn that's fully healed. And when it first was burned, oh my god, that was only first-degree burns, but damn did it hurt. My brother and I found a really good fried potato recipe. And I wanted to try it out. And I ended up splashing some hot oil on my, like, the inside of my, where my thumb and my index finger meet on my left hand. God, was that annoying. I think I said I had to suspend a stream because I did that. The aching and throbbing with that was so painful. Like, that was more pain than I had expected it to be. Okay. There we go. But yeah, with some types of pain, there's just no... They're like very weak sauce approaches to fixing it, and that's about it. And with inflammation, you're literally, you got like two options. That is an anti-inflammatory agent or a steroid, and most steroids are not within your reach. So like, yeah. I personally like just take a bunch of aspirin and Tylenol, or not aspirin. Take a bunch of Tylenol and ibuprofen. Those are your only options. Your only over-the-counter options, I should say. You do have, if you can get a hold of a nurse practitioner or someone who can recommend and prescribe stuff like that, who can get you a good, steroid. But even then, that would be a shot, and steroids are very short-acting, so I don't know. You're not really getting very much overall. I would be trying to, just treat the inflammation as best as possible. Really not much else that can be done. I'm sorry, man. Is it true you can die from most extreme pain? People who die from pain die from shock, not the pain itself. The pain is great, and that triggers a cascade of reactions to that pain, and that can be what kills you. Pain by itself probably won't kill you, but overreacting to that pain, and really only if you're not very healthy to begin with, like let's say you're very old, or you have a heart condition, or whatever, yeah, that would be a risk. But like the dull aching pain in your teeth or your mouth from braces doesn't count. Like that's not enough. That's so low on the threshold of really bad shit. There's really bad shit out there. Like I said, nerve pain, severe burns, things of that nature. Those are the really bad hombres. But like, yeah, no. I have heard of people having very poor quality of life due to nerve pain. Like they pinched a nerve in their back, or they've got very, very bad arthritis, and it has just eaten away at their joints, and that causes, severe amounts of pain. That's the kind of stuff that we're talking about. But predominantly, no. I would say your braces are bad, but like it doesn't approach the level of real bad. Just sort of like, oh man, that's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, like you're not going to get anything until your teeth have adjusted to it. You're really not going to find anything that just fixes the problem outright. I remember hearing I heard about this many years ago. I don't know how good it is. Let me look it up. Let me see if this is a thing that is in any way doable. It was experimental. Fixing crooked teeth by severing the ligaments. Let's see if that works. Compresses one side of the ligaments while stretching the others. Yeah, but that's not it. Interproximal reduction. No, that's not it. Aha! Stem cell-based biological tooth repair. From 2010. Damn, this is old. Okay, teeth exhibit limited repair response to damage, and dental pulp stem cells probably provide a source of cells to replace those damaged to facilitate repair. Stem cells in other parts of the teeth, such as the periodontal ligament and growing roots, play a more dynamic role in tooth function. and development. Dental stem cells can be obtained with ease, making them an attractive source of autologous stem cells for the restoring of vital pulp tissue removed because of infection, and regeneration of periodontal ligament loss and periodontal disease. Okay, so this is basically just talking about regenerating your teeth after you lost them. That's not quite what I was going for. But I suppose it could be used. Although stem cell research has hit a huge wall in the last few years. For whatever reason, since about the epidemic, or the pandemic rather, nobody really cares too much about stem cells right now. Unless they're like keeping it secret. I haven't heard much about stem cell research lately. Okay, well that's just like regenerating your teeth. Yeah, what I heard about was there was an extremely experimental procedure. This shit's wild, okay? So you have ligaments that are very, very tiny muscles in your jaw that keep your teeth in place. And so what this proposed procedure was, is that it would use a laser. And you know if it uses a laser, it's gotta be fucking badass, right? So it used the laser. Somebody went down and cut the ligaments on, you know, the teeth and freed them, and then rearranged them and cemented them in place so that they'd be straight. And then just wired the jaw of the patient shut so that they couldn't, you know, ruin anything, and then let the ligaments grow back over the next few months. And that totally straightened their teeth in a few months, as opposed to like 1.5 to 2 years of braces. Like, it depends. You know, I think braces have gotten a little bit better. I talked about this a while ago. My brother decided to buy Invisalign for himself, so he's been doing the Invisalign stuff. And he's been quoted at about 18 months. Ah, shit. I knew that slab would fall. Return the slab. And not get shot. Anyway. So, yeah, I still feel like braces are a boondoggle. Yeah, they get your teeth straight, but at what cost? Like, I have a really annoying problem where my gum line is receding. And my dentist basically pointed at, yeah, you had the old bracket-style braces, which I did. And he said, yeah, that's a huge cause. Like, your gum line is receding simply because of that. And I'm like, fuck. Like, my mother forced me to get braces when I was a teen. I didn't have a choice. So, like, now I gotta deal with the fallout of, like, tooth sensitivity and, you know, gum recession and crap like that. And I'm just like, fuck me, this was not worth it. I would have rather had the crooked teeth. Because then at least I would still be somewhat healthy. Because, like, my teeth have never, ever since getting the braces came off, about 2 or 3 years later, my teeth started, like, going downhill. And so it's just like, well, fuck. What do I do, you know? Why did I leave the skin lancer? What? Stem cells? We can pull a South Park. What? What on earth? Gallbladder pain? Oh, yeah. That's a more nerve-related pain, though. An organ is directly wired up to your nerves. So, yeah, an organ being in pain or being discomforted will basically be as bad as nerve pain. Nerve pain and musculoskeletal pain are the worst types you can find, pretty much. Once stepped on a deer antler? Oh my god, that's what you meant. Holy fuck. Yeah, that's right down through the bone and everything. Musculoskeletal pain. How long did that take to heal, Quasi-Stellar? You were barefoot. Yeah, I kind of figured. Did you step on purpose, or was it, like, buried in the underbrush and you didn't notice? Yikes. Probably like a 3 on the medical pain scale. Oh, yeah. Tooth pain can get as high as like a 5 or a 6. But we're talking like only when you got an abscess or, you know, you need a root canal, that kind of shit. Diabetic neuropathy gets really bad too. But then that's nerve pain and, you know, like I said, that's some of the worst shit you can find yourself in. Now, I wear shoes all the time, no matter what. Oh, yeah, I don't blame you. Well, yeah, I went barefoot a lot as a kid. People looked at me like I was fucking insane. But, like, it was fun. Just running around barefoot as a child was great. I had shoes. I just didn't wear them. Didn't fucking matter. The only difference was, people looked at me like I was a southern bumpkin. And, you know, like, it's freeing to not have to wear shoes everywhere you go. You know? Or at least it was when I was a kid. Of course, I grew up and stopped doing that, but you get the idea. Like, yeah, running barefoot through the woods. Oh my God. Never giving a concern or thought to all the terrible things you might encounter. Well, what if I step on a needle? What if I step on this? What if I walk on a sharp rock and cut my heel? Just don't think about stuff like that as a kid. I miss those days, but at the same time, all things must pass. Braces are a Pyrrhic victory. Yeah, for me, they were a Pyrrhic victory, definitely. Fully healed within a month. He was still oozing. Jesus. Well, the good part about that is that your feet and your toes and your fingers and your hands are very well vascularized, so they tend to heal a little bit faster. But God, do they pain? They hurt like a bitch. Because you've got a lot of nerves in your hands and feet. And if you're, even if you just slam your finger in something or stub your toe, it hurts like a bitch. Just because so much nerve real estate. Any damage is like 5 times worse than it would have been if it had been your arm or your elbow or your shoulder or your whatever. Seemingly, obviously, it's not necessarily that straightforward, but it feels that way. It feels bad. Oh. Ah. I hate it when I burp after dinner, and it feels like dinner is trying to come up. Oh, it's not, but it feels like that sometimes. It's weird. But yeah, dinner was good, so I wouldn't want it to come back. The ghosts of dinners past. They need to come out, the ghosts of my dinner's ass. Just started playing Terraria and you don't know what to do? Hello, everyone. Ah, welcome, none of my business. None of your business. None of our business. Well, I'll make it my business. Played Terraria, huh? Well, first of all, welcome to the insanity that is Terraria. Second of all, basically you're an adventurer trying to sort of progress through this very loosely structured set of challenges. The first thing you want to do in Terraria is secure lots of good armor and weapons. Because, like, all the mobs at night will just fucking kill you. Unlike in Minecraft, where I can wander around naked through this forest and reasonably survive at night, in Terraria, I wouldn't wander naked through a forest if you paid me enough. The mobs, if I was totally naked, the mobs in Terraria will just fucking rip you to pieces. Which, in my opinion, is where Terraria gets it right. Oh, hey, thank you for subscribing, man. But yeah, in Terraria, like, that's where Terraria gets it right. Mobs in Terraria are no joke. Until you get the best equipment you can get, and then everything's a joke. But that's fine, because you earned it. Whereas in Minecraft, the only thing I'm really truly worried about are the Warden and the Wither. And that's it. Like, they're the only mobs that can really make you, you know, give you pause. And they're bosses, basically. Whereas ordinary mobs, in some instances in Terraria, will just fucking push your shit in. And that's the end of you. And, yeah, like, that's where Terraria gets a lot of things right. Although Terraria is more adventurer-focused. You're going to different places. You're plundering areas, visiting dungeons, crawling through caves, trying to find loot and other things. And the amount of, like, resource gathering is kind of trivial. There are still items and things you can farm, just like in Minecraft. So it's got the farming aspect. It has its own sort of wiring system, so you got a redstone component, like with Minecraft. I really should play Terraria for Freeform Friday. I'm kind of beginning to get the itch again, you know? It's been ages since I touched Terraria. And, like, I want to. I've not done it in a long time. And I've never played Terraria on this PC, so I'm kind of curious to see how well it would run. Because, like, the only time I had a decent laptop that would play Terraria, it didn't like Steam for some reason. I don't know if it was the laptop or what. And, I just never really, like, cared. But yeah. Oh, and the one big thing about Terraria that vastly separates it from Minecraft is movement. Minecraft has one option for movement, and that's this, the Elytra. Nothing else. Your movement options are basically non-existent in Minecraft, save for exactly the Elytra. And the ability to just do shit in Terraria that you cannot do, that you wouldn't even dream of in Minecraft. But it's like, this is legitimately how the devs intend for you to play Terraria. It's on another level. There you can have like up to 5 jumps consecutively. You get literal wings that beat out the Elytra on every possible level, to the point where just wearing a pair of wings completely cancels all fall damage. You get fire resist. You get so many accessories and equipment that just like nullifies sources of damage that would otherwise kill you. You get a pair. You can find pairs of boots that increase your movement speed. You get a run. You get a dash. You get a sideways teleport where you double tap in a direction and you would jump from like here to here, and then you can jump back. And for those of you who watched me play Metroid Dread had a really cool teleport. It was called they were like flash steps. You could teleport back and forth 3 times in a row. And the game was built around you doing that. Because if you didn't, bosses would just swat you like a fly. And likewise in Terraria, your ability to move and dodge back and forth, bang, bang, boom. If you don't have stuff like that, yeah, bosses will just swat you like a fly. And that is entirely how Terraria is designed, and that's cool. I like that. It promotes a little bit of, you know, juke and jive gameplay, and Minecraft doesn't have that. We've got Ender Pearls, which are okay. But Ender Pearls, I find, are more for, like, utility and less for, like, staying alive. And with Terraria, you definitely want... You want to keep on the move against a lot of bosses, because they will just... There are monsters that you don't dare stay still against. That's also something you do in Terraria that you do not do in Minecraft. You make an arena. You are heavily incentivized to make an arena to fight a boss in Terraria. If you don't make an arena, that can be the difference between winning and losing. Especially if you're completely new to Terraria and you just don't know what you're doing. A well-prepared arena is like having diamond armor in Minecraft versus walking around completely naked everywhere. It's a night and day difference. It really is. The one thing I would say that Terraria does not do as well as Minecraft is exactly building. And that's it. Because building, of course, you know, that's a 3-dimensional thing, though there are building options in Terraria should you wish to use them. Lots of really cool things. Terraria has a greater palette of like colors and shapes and stuff. But like, it's all two-dimensional. So you kind of have to sort of, you know, structure your mind around it all being in 2 dimensions. But that's still pretty cool. Like, that can still be a lot of fun. What's another really big difference that's just like outlandish? Oh, the crafting system. Crafting in Terraria is like nothing like what it is in Minecraft. Crafting is done in Terraria in front of what are called stations. So, for example, let's assume the grindstone here is a crafting station, meaning unlike the actual crafting table where you come into, you know, this, and you start throwing items in a certain configuration and it spits out a new item, like a piston. You know, 3 cobble on the sides, or 4 cobble on the sides, 3 planks of wood up here, a redstone dot down here, and then an iron ingot here, and that makes a piston, right? Well, in Terraria, you just have to have the right amounts of items in your inventory, and then you have to be standing in front of the appropriate crafting table. So let's assume, like with the block cutter, well, let's assume you can't craft stairs this way. There's no configuration to craft stairs. Instead, you need to be standing in front or on top of this stone cutter here, and you'd open up your inventory and search for stairs, and because you're in close proximity to the appropriate table or the appropriate station, now that crafting option's open to you. Alchemy or potion brewing works that way. All manner of crafting, all manner of decoration, everything is run via the crafting station system. You need to be standing in front of, or in some cases talking to the right NPC to get the right option to be able to do whatever it is you want to do. Also, I'm going to get rid of all of these swords because I'm tired of having them. That's like a night and day difference between Terraria and Minecraft. It's really cool. Like, Minecraft and Terraria, they do totally different things, and yet they kind of do similar things in totally different ways. And they try to tackle different aspects of the survival sim, the survival crafting sim. Terraria is very magic heavy. Minecraft has like next to no magic. You got the witch, you got brewing, and you got the dragon. I guess Eyes of Ender. That's about it. Like, Terraria is literally 1/3 of all the weapons in the game deal magical damage. And there are damage types, unlike in Minecraft where there's just damage, and it's just generic damage. And so, because you have damage types, Terraria can mitigate damage types, and also buff damage types. So there are certain armor and weapon loadouts that will give you, you know, really, really good magic defense, and really, really good magic offense, but weaker, you know, ranged or melee damage. There's no enchantments. You have modifiers, which are literal words that go onto the names of weapons that, you know, instead of like sharpness or smite on a sword, you have a sword that is a netherite sword, but it'll get a prefix. It'll be an awesome netherite sword, or an unreal netherite sword, or a godly netherite sword. And that will give a damage modifier, and maybe even buff all your stats too while you're at it. And that's another really important thing Terraria does, stat buffing. You have to get your stats and maintain your buffs and your stats, because if not, bosses will swat you like a fly. And that's generally why you make arenas, because they help to augment your stats. They give you the best, most advantageous opportunity to not die, basically. Like, yeah, if you just started Terraria and you're a Minecraft folk like me, like, you are in for a wild ride. But it's good fun. I loved it. I love Terraria. Can you tell I'm getting the itch yet? I mean, really. Shut up, Cuboid. I'm not doing that. I will ban you if you keep this up. No, seriously. I know this is your shtick, but, like, seriously, dude, if you're gonna be this obnoxious about it, like, your joke has run its course. That's enough. From what you remember, Minecraft used to promote Terraria and vice versa. Yeah, that's before Mojang became sellouts. Minecraft distributed Microsoft. Yeah, exactly. Until Microsoft got their grubby hands on it, right? There are people who haven't played Terraria. Yes, there are people who haven't played it. Great game. I love it. I just wish it wasn't such a linear game. Because, like, that's the one downside Terraria has. You go for basically the end game, and that's about it. So unless you really love over-engineering, or you really love finding secrets or exploits or whatever, that's about all you can do. With Minecraft, you've got, you know, building options. I love building, so it doesn't matter to me. Damn it. Where'd I put all my feathers? There they are. Oh yeah, the op yo-yos. Yes. The head developer of Terraria really loves yo-yos, to the point where he just started putting weapons in the game that are just yo-yos. And they're, like, actually really good. Because they don't behave like a weapon, like a sword. But they're counted as, like, melee damage, like swords. So you can just sword somebody from mid-range, and you're not in, you know, an extremely compromising position. So you don't have to play tank, in other words. Put Cuboid in timeout? I might have to, Calum. I don't know. We'll see. It's a fine game. It's a wonderful game, Jayhawk. Like the Rainbow Yo-Yo that deals 9,999. Oh my god. Oh man, if only we had shit like that in Minecraft. But sadly, Minecraft only has the very basic bitch, you know, medieval type stuff. Which is fine, I guess. Oh wait, Void Shadow? Oh my god, I've got so many fucking swords. Shit swords from shit pigmen. You know what? All my shit is more or less repaired. With the exception of those items. I should take this time out since I'm milling these swords to, put that XP towards something useful. Talking about the yo-yo mod for Minecraft. Oh, that! I forgot about that. Holy shit. Ah. Maybe I just might. I don't know. I'm not, like, worried about it or anything, but, like, honestly, that sounds pretty fun. Ever since Dim Doors wasn't something I could really get out, because 1.19.3, I'm kind of interested to see if, I don't know. There are different mods that I could put in place to, like, spice things up. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, ho. There we go. Damn. This thing repairs fast. Let's see here. Almost ready to go and give all of this lava so that it'll all cook. It's time to cook, Jesse. Oh my god, I've got so much of these. I'm not going to be able to fire all these today. Come on, repair. Oh. Oh, hey, Toils WM. Hello, welcome. I'm sorry, I just saw you there. Oh, it's a nice rainy Rainy day in Minecraft. Very chill night in real life. Actually, I think we're due in for some rain soon, too. In real life. I don't know, I guess we'll see. Okay, other than my trident. Oh, and this. Let's see here. Got 3 characters drawn up on the good old paper. Uh-huh. 3 characters as in Terraria, or are we referring to something else? Oh yeah, you're Calum now. Are you not? Have I mixed you up with someone else, CM? I'm sorry if I have. People's names, like I tell you, I get them all. Do I have a way to auto-smelt all the swords? I'm just going to put some wood or something down into all that. I don't have it set up to auto-smelt. I'm kind of wondering if I should. Part of me wants to, like, keep the XP, the enchanted swords, just to, like, get the XP on them for when I need to, like, quick repair everything. Just as a very, I don't know, bare bones way to do it. It feels like a waste to me. If I were to just, like, toss all of these in, I could. Suppose there wouldn't be anything stopping it. I'm very lazy when it comes to, like, how I want to do stuff. I'm very bad about not being efficient. Whoops, nope, not that. I don't really care about hyper-efficiency. I kind of just want to, like, make it work, and then just sort of design it myself and not worry about it, you know? Alright. That. Do I need another backup? I don't think I do. Mass protection, leggings. Got my god boots. Oh yeah. Netherite helmet. Oh, I can switch back. I think that's that. Okay, all of my tools are repaired. I think we can just safely start chucking everything in the fire. Oh, 3 Space Valkyrie inspired robots. Very interesting. So you're going for a Transformers type thing? I take it. I would love to see them, Copperator. Though you may not have a way to, you know, send it over to me. I don't know. Okay. What's something good that's been going on lately? Oh, yeah, it's something I just watched, actually. Very funny. So, when Elon Musk took over Twitter, and a bunch of employees got fired because they weren't doing their jobs, because they were being assholes, they were arguing at one point that they weren't being given their appropriate notice and appropriate severance and all that shit. Well, as it turns out, that was wrong. They were. Everything they thought they were, like, they were trying to basically run a grift. And it failed. It was just straight up wrong. They were, in fact, given everything according to, you know, how they were supposed to be. They were not cheated. But they were told they couldn't do a class action lawsuit, basically. Because there was no grounds on which to do it. So yeah, it was actually quite funny when I heard about that, because I was like, these people are not nice. Why should I believe that they've been, quote, mistreated when they're evil little tyrants at heart? And yeah, a lot of the people at Twitter were very much evil little tyrants. And apparently they're very foolish ones too. I guess a lawyer didn't inform them they didn't have a case or some shit. Oh well. Just goes to show, don't be evil. If only certain companies had learned that motto. I love how a certain company that has owned probably more than its fair share of the internet went from how dare you, or went from you know, don't be evil to how dare you think that thought, you thought criminal. How quickly that flopped. Or flip-flopped, I should say. I kind of hope YouTube or Google or someone, like, breaks them up or they get bought out or some shit, and it turns them all topsy-turvy. God, that would be great. I would love nothing more than for a great upset to, like, stop the way things are being run, because it's just being run into the ground. It's awful. But who knows, we'll see. Okay, actually, no, lava's probably too much. Because I'm not smelting that many items. Let's just go with coal. Just one thing of coal apiece should get it. I'll have to smelt the remainder of this later. Oh, also my cart stopped moving. I meant to fill that up with swords, but now I don't know. There we go. Sorry, OBS disconnected on me out of nowhere. Everything's good though. But anyway, the way everything has been set up and allowed to fester and become toxic is very much by design. That's the thing, like, yes, people can be mean and nasty to each other, sure. But that's exactly why you do stuff to stop it from spreading. You step in and moderate. And the people in power have not allowed that to happen. Cancel culture should never have been able to take root. But precisely because cancel culture was exactly what people wanted, it was allowed to flourish. And so that toxic, evil mindset has been, on full display, front and center. And that's precisely why things have gotten as bad as they have. And well, your guess is as good as mine as to what way it'll all go. Okay, I got all that. That can smelt while I'm doing this. Or wait, let me get another stack of blocks. Okay, cool. The weather finally cleared up. Oh. Is it not? Okay, it's not night quite yet. Feel like your internet caused you to miss something? No. My OBS disconnected there, Calum. It wasn't you. Canceling rain because it gets people wet without their consent. Oh, damn. That's a good one, Hunter. I like snappy humor like that. Now then. Put a light source there. And while I'm thinking about it, light source there too. Here's hoping I can get all this done. And then I want to start doing a unique custom wall for each diagonal. I don't want them to all look exactly the same. Not like the northern and southern, or no, the eastern and western walls over here. I'm gonna put this over here. This wall will be a copy of this one, because I liked how that one looked. And I could do a totally custom wall on all 6 sides, but I don't know, I really like that one. It's the only one that runs north-south. I'm trying to be very, like, organic with how I've designed everything here. I don't want to, like, conform to, you know, squares, circles, you know, very, very predictable, regular shapes. I kind of would like, you know, something different. Like how the base of this tower was a giant sort of unequilateral triangle. A scalene triangle, that's it. I like that. Builds that eschew the sense of, like, all things are supposed to, like, meet up together. That sort of uniformity. Anything that does that, that really bucks the trend of everything being uniform, I like that. Going to bed. Okay, take care of Wood Shadow. Oh yeah, Sumi. Oh, tree, Sumi. Oh, rest on the tree or whatever. Because that's what that radical looks like. Man, there isn't anything more complicated than the Japanese writing system. I'm so glad I've not had to write anything like an essay or any papers or articles, summations. I'm so glad I haven't had to do that in a hot minute. Holy fuck. Oh, that was the one thing about Japanese class I do not miss. I do miss talking to my teacher. I don't converse in Japanese hardly ever now, so I do feel like I've probably lost a little skill. But, like, overall, I'm so glad I don't have to do any of that work. Ugh. It's me, Iantacat. Bad spelling, just got back from deleting your Discord account. Oh my, I'm sorry to hear that. Why'd you have to delete your Discord? Pick French instead of Spanish. How very, Spanish of you? Or French of you? I don't know. Whichever one is more insulting. How very that of you. How could you, Hunter? Turning your back on the Spanish. For the French of all people. Ugh. I tell you, you think you know a guy. Homeschool spoiled you and will never have to write an essay in your life? Damn. I don't think writing essays makes you that really super educated or anything. I think what they initially intended for essays is that the format is very easy to read through and assess whether or not a person knows what they're talking about. That said, I think the emphasis on the essay format really, really got out of hand in, like, I don't know, some point in the past. And now it's an essay this, essay that, essay, essay, essay. And it's just like, fuck. I know it's easier for a teacher to grade an essay than it is to do a test or some other more long-form term of work. And, well, I'm just happy I don't have to fool with any of that shit. I'm not good at essays. I don't like them. Which is funny because I love video essays. But I cannot stand writing or making essays. it certainly is, you know, just the worst. I'm so happy I don't need to worry about that stuff anymore. They're for showing off how much you can talk about a subject in a series of papers. Yes, exactly. I feel as though essays are almost exclusively the domain of people who basically... it's the epitome of theory, not practicality. And that's really what school kind of lacks, is an element of practicality. There's no grounding in reality for a lot of this shit. It's why your grades suffer. You never like writing. Yes, I know. I know. I feel you, man. Seeing how your education is sat in front of a screen for 2 hours a day doing geometry problems, yeah, your education's a little bad. Honestly, I think if you're willing to just sit down in front of YouTube and just listen to science lectures and or video essays about scientific topics, just do that all day long, you will have a better education and a better theoretical understanding and grasp of reality than like 90% of the idiots running around out there. Yeah, your arts and your, you know, your liberal arts, your writing, you know, all that shit may suffer, but that's perfectly fine. You can go to a grammar school for that if you really, really, really need to. But insofar as like actual practical knowledge for STEM and just for a really well-rounded education, like, that's good. There's so much good stuff out there on YouTube. It's unreal. And unless you're already into it, you don't care. You're not going to see it. And whatever education you're getting in school is probably inferior to it. I'll just be real with you. So, like, I'm not surprised that sitting down in front of a screen has ruined or dulled your education, but that clearly the sitting down in front of your screen part isn't the problem. You know, you can do a lot of good shit just having a good interactive teaching tool. And I remember hearing about a game many, many years ago. I don't know if it's still around or not. And it was teaching people how to pair bond and pair up RNAs, as in ribonucleic acids, and how to synthesize proteins. But it was turned into a game. And oh my god, like, so many scientific problems were solved that way. Shit like that is amazing for, you know, teaching tools, if nothing else. And it's highly underutilized in favor of the garbage level education that your average person gets nowadays. And it's just like, why? This is such a waste. We actually have better tools than we've ever had. Why are we just sort of not really doing anything with it? It's terrible. And so, yeah, like, I feel bad for everybody. But I will just say that odds are very good if you're just willing to sort of go around out there and look at educational, intellectual stuff on YouTube, you'll find a plethora of good stuff to listen to and to watch. And just play fucking Minecraft. Just play Minecraft. That's how it started with me. I found the periodic table of videos, and that was about chemicals and, you know, other stuff like that. Really good stuff. And I found out about all sorts of things just by playing Minecraft. And this is like the early days of me playing on 2B2T, where I would just start listening to a series of lectures or videos or ideas or whatever struck my fancy. And I just fuck around on 2B2T and do all sorts of shit. And I have so many good memories of that. And I stand by that that's probably made my education and my general knowledge far better than anything I got in high school. Maybe not in college, but certainly high school. I would say high school was just such shit tier entry level stuff, it hurts. And yeah, like, public school general education is so bottom of the barrel. Like, you're not going to get hardly anything. I felt like I had been betrayed when I went to college for the very first time. Because I was like, college was supposed, high school and general public education was supposed to prepare me for college. And it didn't. Did a terrible job at that. And I was just like, that's not fair. Why am I so underprepared for college? Well, it's because you're not really truly getting anything. So yeah, you're better off, honestly. Yeah, you're sitting in front of a screen, but if you're supplementing that time with some really good stuff and you're gamifying it, you will find you learn so fucking much. And it's good stuff. It really is. And it's just like, you can't find anyone who's putting that into practice on the level where it matters, where kids are young and capable of learning all this, and you should be reaching out to them and getting them at that younger age. And no. Like, as much as we shit on Mojang, I'll give them credit for making Minecraft Education Edition, because that actually kind of sort of could do it. But I don't know, that's still kind of like, could be better. But that, honestly, just listening to stuff while playing Minecraft did wonders for me. So I don't know. You already have to kind of want it to begin with, to have a good understanding of the world. And if you don't care, then there's none of that shit's gonna matter. Like, and there are just, unfortunately, people who do not care about how the world is. They're perfectly content to exist, and that's it. Or they only want to know about their small area of interest, and that's it. Oh well. ADD, yeah. Well, see, with ADD, if you can really hook yourself into an interest, you can gamify that and then use that to further your education. But you're not gonna see that put into maybe in a homeschool regimen. In homeschool setting, maybe. But in public school, no. That is never gonna happen. There's a lot of bad stuff on YouTube. Yeah, but like, fuck that. Who cares? Who the fuck cares about how much bad stuff was on YouTube? Like, it's going to, by nature, because anyone can upload a video, it's going by nature to have good stuff and bad stuff. Like, I can pick out any number of stuff like, oh man, living in a city is great because it can let you do this, this, and this. Oh, but it's bad because people can do this, this, and this. Like, it's a mixed bag. But that the value of the tool is being undersold. You're at your time in school, college, post-secondary. Oh, okay. Well, that's good, Annie. But not many people will necessarily have that same opinion. So, oh well. Funnily enough, you could do passive language acquisition playing games. Possibly, yes. That's something that I've been doing a little bit of as I play on, like, Constantium. I will try to sort of, like, watch and listen Japanese streams just because it sort of refreshes my memory. And it keeps me sort of, like, focused. I haven't been doing that lately. I need to get back to doing that. Because there are a lot of Japanese streamers that I like to follow, and it'd be a shame to not, follow them just cause. Okay. Probably by 10 minutes, or 10 minutes, 10 o'clock. So in about 45 minutes. I'll probably have this snaking pattern done. And I don't hopefully have to do this again. We'll see, though. I was probably just fortunate to have good teachers. Yeah, you probably were. A good teacher can make a difference. Like, having a good teacher makes you want to know more about the subject, and also you gain more in that subject faster. So yeah, a good teacher is a paramount thing. Pain levels ramping up. Get some anti-inflammatories. Anything to help reduce inflammation. Ibuprofen and naproxen are really good at this. But do not mix ibuprofen and naproxen, I think. Wait, hold on, let me look that. Do not take naproxen with ibuprofen. Right, okay, good. It's okay to take naproxen with Tylenol just for a short amount of time. And it's okay to take ibuprofen with Tylenol, but do not take it over a long period of time, and do not take a lot of it. But do not mix naproxen and ibuprofen. You want to take a Tylenol and an ibuprofen. That's my go-to anti-inflammatory pain management. Ibuprofen is fuck, what is it? It's not Aleve. What is ibuprofen? Advil. That's it. Advil. So, Tylenol plus Advil is great. That's my go-to way for managing inflammation. Inflammatory pain can be a really, really obnoxious thing. It sticks around for a very long time. And inflammation takes ages to heal. So, like, you will want to, you know, get some of that in you ASAP. And chase it with some warm water, too. And possibly a little bit of caffeine, though it may be too late at night for caffeine. Depends. So yeah, that's a thing. That's usually a good way to sort of tackle stuff like that. I know your braces must really be annoying and hurting and stuff. Ah, shit. Broke the wrong block. Let's see here. Jack, want to build another staircase? Is this the new Jack want to build another circle? Probably, yeah. I'm eschewing circles, and I may end up eschewing staircases too by the end of this. Who knows? Do you want to build a staircase? No, I do not. Once I get my way up to that, I'm done. And this isn't really even a staircase as much as it is a decorative fin system that just sort of looks cool. But on the bright side, when it's done, it'll look awesome. It's just the getting there part. Just popping in to say hello. Hey, welcome, Andre Flames. Thank you for coming out, man. I wish I had this kind of advice for your races 11 months ago, but they're coming out this month. Ah, okay. So yeah, you only had about a year and some change, Callum. I understand. Wait a minute. Something's not right here. Oh. That's what's not right here. Damn. That feel when you forget your own pattern? The old timer's disease is kicking in hard, I tell you. Oh well, could be worse. Best feeling is when you feel how smooth your teeth are for the first time after your braces. Oh, I know. It's so weird feeling. Because you're so used to them being bumpy and rough. Like, you get used to things that you don't expect to get used to. And then when things suddenly change again, you wonder how you were ever able to live any other way. And it's just like, what? The squeakiness of my teeth drove me crazy for like a week. Because I could make them squeak again. And I don't know, it's just weird. Felt weird. Feels weird, man. Oh well. Wait, this is going to be squeaky? What do you mean? No, your teeth. So the way they bond the brackets onto your teeth, what you do, or what they do, is they use a resin. It's usually a UV resin. They use a resin to bond the brackets. And so they've got to clean off your teeth to do that. Well, once the resin has been put in place and the brackets are bonded, and obviously your braces stay in your teeth for a good year, year and a half or something. Even when you brush your teeth with braces, you don't get under your brackets. You get around your brackets. So as a result, there's no, like, there's nothing growing under your you know, no plaque can get under that resin. So, like, when your braces are first taken off, your teeth are squeaky clean because they've not had any exposure to food. Maybe not all sides of your teeth, but just the front parts, the parts that touch your gums. Or the inner part of your lip. That part. It's weird because they've not been exposed to that soft tissue for a long time. So yeah, it's just sort of weird. And I was squeaking my teeth by rubbing my tongue up against my teeth on purpose because it felt weird. And you know, you sort of, when you've got a pain in your mouth, you know how you sometimes find your tongue subconsciously poking at it? Well, it's because it's a foreign thing that you're not used to. And that's just sort of a nervous tick we have. No idea why humans do that. I have a canker sore in my mouth, and poking at it with my tongue hurts, but I keep doing it. That kind of thing. It's silly, but we do that to ourselves. Humans, I don't know why. It's a way of sort of figuring out what's wrong with your mouth, I guess. I don't know. Oh, yeah, no, you won't know when you're taking them off because you haven't had any, you know, there's no amount of movement that has yet happened. You just got them on. Ah, damn it, I couldn't make that jump. Oh, well. And so you're not going to have a good prognosis as to when they're getting off until you've gotten, like, 6 months under your belt. So by this time in May or June, you'll probably have an idea, Hunter. Until then, good luck. And again, I'm sorry you got braces. Did you get Tylenol and Advil? Oh wow, 1.5 years. Yikes. Well, that's normal, I hate to say. I will say this, if you do what all the orthodontists want you to do, you might get out a little bit faster. I don't know how much faster, but a little bit. That's usually a good idea. I ended up having some sort of rubber band system put in my mouth on certain brackets to like help, you know, move my teeth way back when. And I neglected doing it. And I never did it. And so my orthodontist took eventually one look at that and went, okay, you've not been applying the rubber bands. I can tell there's been no progress. And he coaxed a confession out of me. And I was like, yeah, I haven't been putting those rubber bands in my mouth because they hurt. And he's like, okay. And so he installed a giant spring-loaded wire, almost like a wire hinge, to help make the movement that he wanted made in my mouth. And as a result, I had to wear this long sort of ratchet arm thing that was to help correct my overbite at the time, I think. And it just helped to do that. And that was what the rubber bands were supposed to do, but I didn't do them. Well, he had to install a more permanent method that I couldn't alter. And then about 2 to 3 months later, he was able to take it out. And that was the end of it. You have an overbite? Yeah, that's a very common thing. Most people don't have an underbite. They usually have an overbite. Usually the overbite is big enough that it has to be corrected, because if not, you will chomp down on yourself far too easily. One of the big reasons my brother decided to finally get Invisalign and start getting his teeth corrected is that he's had a nasty habit of chewing too vigorously, and he'll bite his own inner lip. And he will bite his lip constantly, just by accident, and the inside of his mouth. And it gets really, really bad, because he'll really chomp down, because his teeth are very, very crooked, and have been all his life. And so when you've got really big, sharp, crooked teeth, because when your teeth are crooked, some of them grow bigger than they would otherwise grow, which means you end up getting bigger, more damaging teeth. And as a result, he ended up, you know, he would have really big bites in his mouth that he shouldn't. And so he felt that, you know, corrective braces, that was the way to do it. It sucked, yes, but it was a necessary evil. Personally, I wouldn't have gotten braces. Looking back, I would have tried to protest more against it, and I would have done the Invisalign thing so that it would hopefully have not contributed to receding gum. My receding gum line and all that other dumb shit. That would have helped. But who knows? Maybe that would have happened anyway. You can't ever really know. It was so big they have to move the entire bottom of your jaw forward. Wow. Well, see, that's an important thing too. That's another thing they have to, like, your jaw and your mouth, the top of your mouth and your jaw have to be in just the right alignment, because if not, it can cause nasal troubles. So answer me this, Hunter. Have you found yourself having allergy or nasal problems, like with your sinuses, not being able to breathe properly? Is your jaw very, like, small? Are you having issues like speaking? Or your tongue isn't, like, protruding forward enough? Maybe you have, like, sleeping issues? No. Okay, good. Well, I will tell you this. By moving your jaw forward on purpose, they just saved you a lifetime of sleep apnea. Because that happens to people whose jaws are not appropriately aligned with the top of their mouths. Eventually, your tongue stops sitting forward in your mouth in the appropriate way. And when you're laying on your back sleeping, your tongue will dislodge, and that will block your airway. And that will, over time, cause sleep apnea. This will happen when you get into your 40s and 50s. But by causing your jaw when you're young, and you're still growing, by setting all that straight on the front end, they've probably just saved you a lifetime of trouble. Because sleep apnea will shorten your life. No joke. The sinus troubles, that can lead to a lot of quality of life issue. It's just terrible. So, like, in all honesty, that's actually probably a good thing. However, you know, you can't know what someone may or may not have ended up suffering with. So who knows, maybe in your case it didn't matter, but better safe than sorry. Bottom teeth are slightly on the right compared to your top. Yeah. So who knows? There is a lot of corrective nature that needs to be done for the sake of your health. Not just to give you a pretty smile, but because you will genuinely need that kind of help later on in life. Just depends. I find myself saying that so much, but it's true. Like, everything really kind of just depends. Personal circumstances are everything. Okay. Let's shred me some smooth stone. Make some slabs. And there we go. Oh, I bet the phantoms are going to spawn tonight. I've probably not slept recently enough. Oh, there's our furry queen Ellie, sitting atop her perch. See if she'll come down over here. Come on, cat. Teleport down here already. If I go far enough away, she should teleport. I think. I might have to just drop her off. Or push her off, rather. There we go. Let's go nighty-night. She's just gonna stare at me all night? That's creepy. Oh well. Alright, let's finish up. Do I support furries in 2023 and how they've changed since 2003? Okay, I was about to say since 2023. They've what? It's the same year. No, 2003. I will only say this. There's a lot of degeneracy in the furry community, and I cannot support it. However, I will say they've made inroads toward cleaning their act up. Good for them. I will remain humbly neutral. I will neither confirm nor deny nor condemn any of that. Just that, keep it up, keep trying. That's it. That's all I'll say. I was kind of hoping furries were a fad or some sort of like a phase, and that over time there just wouldn't be any more furries because everybody would have outgrown it or some shit. But no, I think it's just like a legitimate, like autism. It's just permanently in society. It's always going to be an element of society as a whole. And I don't know why. I genuinely do not know why people become furries or how. Like, it's actually a really interesting field that someone should try to study. Like, what makes people furries and how can we prevent that? Why furry? Why this animal? Why that animal? Like, I don't know. Couldn't really tell you, in all honesty. I can make some guesses, but like, where do furries come from? Why are they a thing? I don't know. I don't find them in any way offensive for what they are. I find them interesting because it's an oddity, you know? And it's an oddity that has grown so much. Because, like, way back in 2003, like you said, Ani, there were, like, no furries. Next to no furries. Their community has grown unbelievably large since in the past 20 years. The furry community has at least quintupled in size. And I've got to wonder, what is the exposure and what are the exact situations that lead to the formation of this, I guess it's a fetish, this liking of something? What makes someone a furry? Like, how does that line get crossed? And is it possible to cross back? I don't know. All very interesting stuff. I'm interested in the psychology of furries. What makes them that way? I don't really care about their material myself. I'm like I said, I will remain neutral on that one. That one is... But that, at the very least, as long as they're not, like, actively promoting degeneracy and they're not harming anyone, then I won't do nothing. I won't say nothing. But, yeah, no, furries as they were 20 years ago, oh, fuck no. That shit is just like... I will say, though, in the last 5 to 10 years, furries have become they've had to be put on the back burner. Just because they're not that interesting, they're not that unique anymore, and they're certainly not a pressing issue. Like, yes, they've definitely ballooned in size, but that furries are not the problem. Like, yeah, furries are a bit weird, and certainly there are issues and all that. But that bigger fish exist out there to be fried. That's all I'll say on that. So until said bigger fish are fried, Furries are really not on my radar just because they're not doing anything worthy of being on anyone's radar that we know of. And if that changes, well, then that changes and we will change accordingly. But yeah. Any furries on 2BTT? Yeah, Demon Elite was a furry. Who else was a big furry? You know, I'm having trouble really recalling anyone who was just an out-and-out furry. Like, unabashedly a furry. Demon Elite is like the only one that comes to mind. And Demon Elite played way back in 2011. Like, Demon Elite's played longer than I have. So, I don't know. I'm struggling to think how many exactly other members there would be. I'm sure some of the newer people who came from Russia and from the hype, from the YouTube algorithm, etc., I'm sure some of those people also are furries, but that they all kept such a low profile, I don't know who the fuck they are, I don't care. Like, that's what I'm saying, like, furries are not on anyone's radar because they're not doing anything worthy of being on anyone's radar. There are other pressing issues to worry about. Furries just ain't it. So yeah. Watching your real life friends, it's been, they watch anime, they like the ears and decide, oh, hey, I'm going to see if there's a headband for that. And then they have butt plug. Oh, God. Well, see, here's the thing, though. Furry does not, like, just liking the ear-tail thing does not count for being a furry. Being a furry, like, there's a really, really old image I think I can show that describes perfectly the levels, okay? And yes, there are levels to it. Okay, Google, don't fail me now. Furry chart. Let's see if that's around still. Aha! Okay, yeah, this is a classic one. Okay, good. The first time I saw this chart was literally like 15 years ago. The only problem is the meme version. I can't find the meme version, unfortunately. I can find the original. Fuck off. Fuck off, know your meme. I'm not enabling ads. Okay. So, let's see here. Let me see if I can't find the meme version, because the meme version is funny as hell. No. Damn. I guess it's been lost to the mists of time. Oh well. Oh, dangerously cheesy. Oh, here it is. Yeah, okay, never mind. The meme did survive. This is funny as shit. Okay. So we've got... Oh shit, how do I... I guess I can do it this way. Come on. Every time I save a picture, it, like, spazzes out. My browser almost crashes. It must be because I'm streaming. Like, it's got to remember everything that it's connected to. It's insanity. Alrighty then. So, this is, let me flip over real quick. Nope. That ain't it. Yeah, here we are. Okay, so this is the original chart of furrydom. If you hit 50%, there's no help for you. 5 and 10%, that's weak sauce. No one cares. But yeah, like, this is really just like, what even? And then, where's the other one? And this, is, of course, was the meme. Nope. There we go. 10% is not furry. Like, as cross-referenced here. Like, 5 and 10%, that's not furry. Like, it's just not. 50%, yeah, you're a furry. this is where shit gets really bad. Dangerously furry. This is where the degeneracy territory is. And 100%, of course, is just dangerously cheesy. That's a problem too, but for different reasons. You know, nobody likes Cheeto dust on their computers. But yeah, you get the idea. Like, that's the difference. So like anime people who, oh, well, you know, cute cat girls, like, no, that's not the same. Believe me, that is not the same. As a denizen of the internet for the last 20 years, no, that is not. Those are not on the same level. Whereas, yeah, like, I can imagine, however, like with most things, there is a gateway. You know, there's a thing that starts you out and that you progress down the pipeline, as it were. And that ends up with you liking furries. And you're full-blown a furry now. Like, you start out at 5% or 10%. And then slowly it creeps up to 25%, and then it's 50%, and then it's 100, and then that's the end of it. And there's no going back, maybe. Just depends. Individual circumstances. It's like with crack or marijuana. Like, how many people who've smoked marijuana have gone on to do a harder drug? How many people who've smoked regular ass cigarettes or drank regular ass alcohol have gone on to do heroin? Not that many. Like, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone who genuinely went from the lighter, easier entry-level drugs to something way harder. There's not, you know, you don't jump from point A to point B. There's a steady transition. And I imagine furrydom ain't too different. But ultimately, I don't know. Oh, damn it, I did it on this side. Damn it, I ballsed up the pattern. So yeah, it's not really quite the same. Probably no surgery, you forget what now. Is this some 4chan stuff? Yes, that's from 4chan. That's from way back in the day. I'm pretty sure 4chan made the dangerously cheesy one. However, the chart of 5, 10, 50, and 100%, that's a Japanese 2-channel meme from way back in the day. Like, that's even older than 4chan. And that's saying something. Hey, Finley. Suddenly remembering a meth ad that was supposed to help prevent people from using it, but overnight increased the amount of users? What? An ad for meth that made people addicts? What? How the fuck? How does that work? I thought ads like... Well, this is just like, you know, don't do drugs, kids. Is that the type of ad, or is it something else? 2BGG uncensored post a meme? No, it is not. It was it was a troll. We all fell for it. I was convinced that it was real. It is not. It was a troll organized by 3 or 4 people, and it got a bunch of people, like... It tricked everybody, basically. I made a post on the 2BGT subreddit. It got almost immediately deleted. No shock there. And then, yeah, come to find out it was a troll. It was a fake manufactured image. Oh well. What can you do? Whereas Constantium has updated to 1.19, so if you want 1.19 Anarchy, you've got an option. I recommend Constant Antium. Antium. But otherwise, no. 2BGT ain't doing shit. Although the bungee cord does allow you to join with 1.19 now, so... I don't know if that's, like, relevant. Maybe that's, like, the beginning days of prep. Some sort of, I don't know, make it easier type something. I would theorize just based on how... Because I've talked to James Russells about how they updated Constantium, and there were weeks and weeks and weeks of work that went on the back end to get the update to go off without a hitch. So, like, I don't know. I thought it was weird when the screenshot surfaced that it was there was no update, there was no post on the Reddit. I would think Housemaster would post something about it on the Reddit, you know? If there were genuine plans in the works and, like, 2BGT truly was going to update, I think somebody would have, up higher up, would have said something.
You know, we would have heard some rumors, something. Like, it would be more than just, oh, the Bungie updated. Whoop-de-damn-do. Yeah, it was fake. Yeah, it freaked us all out. We were all kind of like, wow. The worst part of it was, this shit happened at 3 a.m. for me. So, like, it was really bad because it, like, ruined my sleeping schedule for a while there. I stayed up till, like, 5 a.m. for fucking nothing. Waiting in the damn queue for, like, no value. Absolute pain. Oh well. Live and learn. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. Bungee cord? Oh, maybe it is waterfall. Maybe it's not Bungie, Ani. I don't know. Whatever dumb shit system it is that allows you to join with any version from 1.12 to a modern version. That's the thing, okay? I don't know if it's waterfall or Bungie or whatever. I don't care. I just know that it updated to allow you to join with 1.19 instead of having to use via Fabric or via Forge. That's it. Not much else you can really say. Oh, it's pinned on the Reddit. Yeah, it is. Oh, hey, Worthless. Welcome back. Be a plugin? Yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't really give a shit. All I know is I ain't paying priority. I'm not funding Housemaster in any way, shape, or form. I would rather wait in the queue, in all honesty. I would also rather have priority from someone who would donate it, but that I don't really care to play the server as long as it's 1.19 or 1.12. But also I'm very invested on Constantium, so that I don't think I could just pull away. I don't know. It would be interesting, to say the least. We'll see how things go, but I don't have any real... I'm not holding out hope that things are going to change from how they are. Who knows, maybe we'll get thrown for a loop. Maybe Alpha's theory will be proven right. But, I'll see it when I believe it. Or I'll believe it when I see it. And who knows, maybe I'll do an escaping spawn stream of some kind. We'll see. If it does end up being a 1.19 thing. Horsemeister, yes. What is Alpha's theory? It's that Constantium updating will cause a ripple effect of all the other major Anarchy servers also updating, including 2B2T. Because, well... Oh, you fell asleep on the last stream. I'm sorry, Finley. Well, I'm happy you did, though, I guess. My voice is good enough, I suppose. But anyway, yeah, so the theory is that, you know, if it can be done on a server as big as Constantium, it can be done anywhere. There's no real stopping or preventing an update. You know what I mean? Ah, damn it. Breaking the wrong fucking blocks. So who knows? Who knows? We'll see. Maybe, maybe we'll all be pleasantly surprised. I'm wondering why we didn't go to 1.18 or 1.16 or 1.17 when there were very obvious active measures being put in place to make an update happen. And it just never did. Like, what is the story with that? What happened? Was it a plugin issue? Like, it couldn't have been, right? It's just strange. I don't know. It's whatever. Oh, well, I'd like to think, I try to be, against my better judgment sometimes, I try to be a proponent of everything happens for a reason. Even though I know that sometimes isn't the case. But we'll see. Ah, well. Okay. We're almost there. Oh, just a few inches away. Or meters, actually, not inches. I can't speak American units, I forgot. How am I? I'm alright. You know, things have been alright lately. I haven't been doing terribly. Hopefully things continue to stay good. But we'll see, of course. Every time things start getting to look good, that's where a curveball gets thrown my way, and then suddenly it's not so good. I don't know. Doing math and watching stream. Oh, good. Well. Happy mathing. Worthless. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh. I concur. My cur has been conned. Okay, so I reckon with the space I have left, I could probably cross this over 2 more times, and then it'll smack up against the world build height. But we'll see. Did it back? Okay, good. Come on. Okay. Okay, I think that did it. Wow, that was stupid. Okay, so I had to totally get out of OBS. OBS itself was just like going nuts. It would not establish a connection at all. So I had to quickly kill OBS and then shut it down and then restart OBS from scratch. And that seemed to have done it. Sorry about that. I guess we won't be ending too soon off now, but like we're kind of getting close to that. But yeah, I'm just gonna like finish this part up and that'll be it. Okay, it's not you, so we're back for the moment, just because. But we're pretty well at the end of the stream anyway. We're about where I said I was, or where I said I would be, I should say. OBS issues aside, it seems to be doing fine. Yeah, okay, so if for whatever reason it starts doing the disconnect, reconnect bullshit, then I'll just shut it down and open it back up again. But I think I can pretty quickly speed through these last few slab placements. Truly is a pain in the ass. But anyway, so gosh, what's a good thing to occupy our time with? Damn, my head has just gone empty all of a sudden. I don't have any more ideas or subjects to talk about right at the moment. Like, I'm trying to think of new shit that's going on apart from Minecraft or something science related or politics or physiology or psychology or any of that. Oh hey, welcome Universe, and you caught me at a good time because I was having OBS issues about 2-3 minutes ago. So you lucked out there, pal. Worthless, don't use meth. Yes, do not do meth. Bad for you. I don't know if you're like joking or not, but we have to say that because, yeah, meth is bad for you. Your OBS for some reason can't stream Minecraft on full screen, only the audio. The only time it changes frame would tap out of it. That sounds like your, whatever, either your GPU isn't capable of keeping up, or maybe your drivers are bad. I don't know. On my very, very, very old crap top from 2012, I could record Minecraft via OBS. And then I got a new-ish laptop in 2017, 2018. And that one could not record OBS for shit. For whatever reason, it just would not record Minecraft. And it had an integrated GPU. That was the other part. Integrated GPUs are a nightmare. They're never any good. You always should try to get a graphics card. So, like, if you're on a laptop, Finley, that might be your cause. When in doubt, just talk about anime. Yeah, I guess so. Been watching Nier Automata. Nier is really good. Nothing else has really caught my eye this season. Trying to think of, there was something, actually there is something I think. What was it? It hasn't aired yet. What fucking anime is airing this season that hasn't yet started airing? But it's like really close. There was something that's about to come out that I cannot remember for the life of me what it was. And I had intended to take a look at it when it came out. Oh my god, I'm missing the name. I'm gonna have to like Google that. Just to see what's the current season stuff. Watch Chainsaw Man. No, I have not. I've heard good things about Chainsaw Man. I'm just not that interested right now, I guess. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so I stopped it there. And as for this one, I stopped it there. Okay. Oh, good enough. All right. I think that will do it. No more slabs. Oh, I left my shulker box over there. Didn't I? Oh no, where did I leave that shulker box? There it is. Right, it's finally finished. The pylons, they look and feel so complete. Oh, baby. Let's fly around this bad boy. And I'll turn that off as well. Hide my config. Whoa. I want to start taking some screenshots. I'm gonna have to put up some large walls to like enclose this place properly. Yeah. Good job, Jack. First few chapters go by quick. Okay, so there's more slow. Can't wait for more Monogatari is adapted. When is that happening, if any? Like, I've not heard word one about any Monogatari adaptation for at least 5 or 6 years. I think 2018 was the last time we got anything. Like, I want more Monogatari, sure, but like, come on. Throw me a freaking bone here. I haven't heard or seen anything in a hot minute. I guess you can, I don't know, can you tell from down here? 15. Ooh, I'm almost out of rockets. I don't know that you can really tell from down below that it's a hexagon. But it looks cool. Oh. Okay. Well, that's gonna do it for me for today. Got a lot done, didn't we? Okay. Well, oh man, probably not another 5 to 10 years. Are you serious? God damn. I hope not. Well, at any rate, take care, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming out and giving me a moment of your time. I appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like and comment and all that stuff. I'd be happy to talk with you guys. And of course, join our Discord down below and follow me on all my other socials as well. I love interacting with you guys, so don't be afraid to ask me stuff. Talk to me. Just to shoot the breeze, even. I'm all right with that, too. And other than that, I will catch you guys later. Thank you all so much for watching. Y'all have a good night. Bye.